empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Well, hello, everybody, folks, and a good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard once again, everybody, folks, then to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch along today for Leicester City. You take on Brentford live in the Premier League. If you do watch this stream on the replay, please do make sure that you leave a like on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who's joined us here today. Kickoff is coming your way from 8 o'clock in the Premier League. Leicester City are against Brentford on your Friday night action. Evening, James. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. There's no Jamie Carragher or Gary Neville on in sight on Sky today. Comes as a bit of a surprise, but there you go. Them two are probably brewing up, ready for Man City against Liverpool, which is the blockbuster and headline clash of the weekend. Tomorrow it is Arsenal against West Ham, which is going to be our feature game, the one to kind of look forward to. Hopefully we can get the job done against the Hammers at home. And then to kick things off at tomorrow as well, 12:30, we have got Everton against Manchester United. The 5:30 clash is one to look forward to as well. Aston Villa are against Chelsea, and Super Sunday. Well, if Man City versus Liverpool at 4:30 didn't sweeten your taste or your tongue enough, then how about a bit of Newcastle Forest to start things off at 2 o'clock? It is a 6-piece weekend on the channel with 6 streams coming across 3 days. And all of the games that we have got live for you guys this weekend looked pretty damn tasty. With Everton against Manchester United, always a game that tends to deliver entertainment. Arsenal, West Ham, of course, it's a London derby. And that comes at 3 o'clock, much to my annoyance. But we will be watching that one mainly and keeping you updated across all the other score lines in the Premier League and the Championship as well tomorrow. And then, Villa Chelsea to finish things off Saturday, as I say. I am run ragged, though, can I tell you, by dogs. Run ragged, boy. I'll tell you that. Bournemouth Brighton. It is it on telly? Might be on TNT. Is it Midweek Mayhem? Yeah, we have got Midweek Mayhem next week, by the way. All the way across next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, will be live to you guys. It's Midweek Mayhem back on the channel. I think we're against Forest, aren't we? Yes, Brighton Bournemouth is on TNT Sports as part of Midweek Mayhem. Crystal Palace are against Villa as well. What a game that'll be. Wolves Fulham, Chelsea Southampton. There's loads of games, isn't there, on that Midweek Mayhem? Really ludicrously tasty midweek, actually, of action. Liverpool Newcastle is the top of the action on Wednesday. I am in disagreement, to be fair, with the scheduling. Why is West Ham Leicester on its own on Thursday, and why is Spurs Man City not in that slot? Fulham are against Wolves on Midweek Mayhem, and this weekend Fulham are at home to Crystal Palace. So I think that Fulham will probably win against Crystal Palace, but I don't think he'll beat Wolves. Yeah, I don't think Fulham will beat Wolves, Charlesy, to be honest with you. Flixie's in the house as well. Flixie, how you doing, Flix? Good to see you in here. And welcome aboard. I've got plenty of slips, and I will go through those in just a moment. Let me get my charging wire there, because my phone is saying, charge me up, please. So there we go. Charging wire is out. We'll plug that in on the side of me. And yes, these are all across, by the way, £3.10 was what I had in my pocket. So I have done I've done a bit of dividing, and because obviously, of course, you can't stake 10p. So tonight's are both. There is 255p slips. So maximum stake on this game is £1.10. There is a few bet builders for 50p. There is a 50p Aqua Insurance as well in there. And that £3.10 has covered today's bet and tomorrow's bets. And then obviously Super Sunday, of course, we go again. And of course, tomorrow, I've not done a bet builder on Everton Man U. But if I get some winnings today, which I believe I can get about £4 worth of, then I will go back tomorrow and I will place one at Everton Man U, so that we have all the games covered with tick sheets. And there is not a lot of cornerage involved, I'll tell you that much on these. Tomorrow's, this is the one that we need. I'll tell you a bit about So Villa-Chelsea, we've got over 1.5 goals on that. Villa to win or draw. Ollie Watkins to have at least one shot on target in that game. £1.13 back on a 50p stake for that one. No countage of corners on that game. Mikel Merino to score at any time tomorrow. 50p will return £1.19. Arsenal West Ham. Brian Mbeumo tonight. 55p stake. Will return £3.3p if he is the first goal scorer tonight. So that's Brian Mbeumo to score the first goal at £3.3p. The main bet builder itself for tonight's game is over 0.5 goals in the game. Double chance. Brentford to win or draw. Brentford under 7.5 corners in the game. And under 13.5 total corners. So lots of unders on that one. Tomorrow for Arsenal West Ham, it is Arsenal to win over 1.5 goals. Arsenal to have at least over 5.5 corners, so at least 6. Over 6.5 corners, so a minimum of 7. And Ethan Nwaneri to have at least one shot in that game as well. So that's a 5-piece bet builder, I think. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3. We've got scores of Villa 2-1, 1-1 between Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, and Man City Liverpool 2-2. And then we've got the insurance tomorrow, which is Bournemouth, Arsenal, Tottenham, Villa, and Sunderland all to win. £6.60 return of a 50p stake for that ACCA insurance. But let's sweep those all to the side because they're to worry about tomorrow. For now, we've got these two lovely slips here. £1.10 is the stake across the two slips. Corey Plays. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Who do you support? And big up. Right, 7:52 in the UK. I'm slightly late for the lineups. Let's get them out to you right now. Over we go then to PremierLeague.com. And let me change the mic just so you guys get consistently clear audio all the way through, because obviously, of course, sometimes my stupid laptop uses its internal mic, which is absolutely crap. And then I get comments at halfway through the match saying, your audio's gone. Oh, no. So, yeah, I'm starting to get myself into the swing of making sure that the audio is coming through that lovely webcam there, because that has got a crystal clear microphone, and that webcam barely gets touched, so there's no dust getting into that whatsoever. Of course, the rescheduled Villa Liverpool game finished in a 2-2 draw. Obviously, of course, just looking at the back of those results. There is no rescheduled fixtures on this game week. Of course, though, it is a Premier League packed next about 8 or so days, with obviously midweek mayhem coming straight after this game week. So there's only a 1-day gap between the end of this game week and the midweek mayhem, which is all live on TNT Sports. Quick check on the lineups then before we go over to the league table very quickly before kick-off. Mads Hermansen begins in goal for Leicester today as part of a 4-2-3-1 formation, which both teams plays, by the way. Both teams using the same formation. Wout Faes begins in the back four alongside Caleb Okoli, Victor Christensen and Woyo Koulibaly. Midfield is a free. No, midfield split into two parts. What? That's showing us 4-3-3. Right, okay. We're going to... Well, right, hang on a minute. Wilfred Ndidi and Boubakary Samari playing the defensive midfield 2 behind attacking midfield 3 of Bilal El Khanous. Bobby D, Cordova-Reid and Jordan Ayew leading the front by himself is veteran lone striker Jamie Vardy. On the bench for Leicester City is Jakub Stolicic, Connor Cody, Yannick Vestergaard, Luke Thomas, Harry Winks, Oliver Skip, Facundo Bonanotta, Steffi Mamadidi, Patson Daka. Brentford have a 4-2-3-1 formation. Also, Mark Flecken begins in goal leg back four today of Ethan Pinnock, Christopher Ayer, Nathan Collins, and who's 23? This doesn't make any sense. My formation says Keane Lewis Potter is in the back four, but he's showing as a forward. Premier League.com must be on the spin around tonight or something, trying to confuse me. Defensive midfield 2 is Vitaly Janelt and Norgard. The attacking midfield 3 is then Kevin Schade, Brian Mbeumo and Mikhail Damsgaard leading front by himself. His low striker Johan Visser on the bench. For Brentford is Hakan Valdimarsson, Ben Mee, Michael Kayode, Kim Ji-soo, Fabio Carvalho, Yahor Yarmouk, Yunus Konak, Paris Maghoma, and Iwan Morgan. And to the league table very quickly as the teams are in the tunnel. Leicester with the chance to go on to 20 points with a victory. That would put them 1 point above Wolves and out of the relegation zone into 17th. That'd be 7 points behind West Ham. With a point, they could go 1 point above Ipswich, but they would be behind Wolves and to within 1 point of safety. So a win would be required for Leicester tonight if they want to exit the relegation zone. But the opportunity is there. And of course, as well, they will want to keep some surface between themselves and Southampton, as currently the gap between those two teams sits on 8 points. For the Buzzy Bees, it is a different matter, with them having the opportunity to move on to 37 points. That with their +1 goal difference, they would go above Brighton and into that top 10. A point for Brentford would not be enough for them, but the 3 points with their positive goal difference of +1 would be more than enough to send Brighton tumbling into the bottom 10 and then into the top 10. You're friends with Chris. Ah, nice. Everybody welcoming him. How are you doing? There will be no Fulham game live on Realltom Football. Probably not at all. For the next 2 game weeks. And of course, my most recent community post has stated purely to the fact that I am not willing to exceed the price of £50 to visit Newcastle United. So if any Newcastle fans are wanting to help me out in getting a ticket for a reasonable price, they have until the 24th, which is in a couple of days, to do that. Otherwise, the decision for the FA Cup Round 5 will be a visit to Nottingham Forest, and I am also going to be visiting the home leg for Arsenal against PSV Eindhoven in the UEFA Champions League knockout stages round of 16. So if Newcastle fans, it's up to you. If you want me to visit St James's Park, you best find a way to get me a ticket for a decent price. Otherwise, I will be taking the trip to a ground that I love, in the City Ground, on a Monday night. Because quite frankly, I like the idea of saving some money. And yes, I have already checked, by the way, there is no possible way to get a Newcastle ticket without a valid membership. Forest, on the other hand, they get their tickets go to general sale. So I will be on the general sale immediately, and I will be purchasing a ticket. I'm not doing any calls, no, mate. I won't be. No, I'm not doing that. I don't do calls whilst I'm on stream. I only answer a call if it's urgent. So if I know it's urgent, then I'll answer it. But no, other than that. Right, here we go then. We're about to kick off. And I don't know who the referee is. I haven't checked the refs yet. We're underway there for Leicester against Brentford. And let's have a look at the referees for this Premier League weekend. And I can tell you that Anthony Taylor is the referee for Manchester City against Liverpool. I already know this. Leicester against Brentford. The referee tonight is Tony Harrington. It's Andy Madley on Everton against Manchester United tomorrow. For Arsenal, West Ham, it is Craig Pawson. Decent. Michael Salisbury has got Bournemouth Wolves. Fulham Crystal Palace will be overseen by Rob Jones. Ipswich Spurs, it's Tim Robinson for you lot. Southampton Brighton, you've got Darren Bond. Villa Chelsea, you've got Michael Oliver. Newcastle Forest, you've got Jared Gillett. And Anthony Taylor once again on Manchester City as they face Liverpool. I'll see, mate. Yeah. If I have guests on, I have guests on, but like I don't really do things. You know, I don't really do things outside of, you know, here whilst I'm live. Do you know what I mean? Do you good over Reed? Good start for Leicester. There's width, and that's a ball fired in. And again, oh. Well, that was a chance for Leicester to take the lead early on inside 2 minutes, and what a start that they've made, attacking Brentford's goal and giving them a bit of something to think about. And they did have some chances against us last weekend. As I say, we were very lucky to come out with the victory last weekend. We were so poor, by the way, in terms of the initial game and the way we played. But we're a lucky team. We're a lucky club. Shada, you know. Janel on the ball for Leicester, for Brentford. It's a good tackle by Alcanus. It's a good ball for Vardy. And if he's got the right width, he's still going. It's a brilliant run from the striker. And Mark Flecken has come out to deny him. Well, they've started well, Leicester. And Vardy has just gone down as well now. That could be a bit of a blow, but it looks to me more or less with the... Yeah. Yeah, he keeps the width. He turns past Pinnock not once but twice. Swift feet. And it looks to be an off-the-ball collision there as well. Maybe he gets caught by accident on a follow-through of some Damsgaard, maybe. He's 38 years old, Jamie Vardy. Here's Sharda. Ooh. Was he chopped down? I wouldn't mind a Brian Mbeumo penalty early on, because obviously, of course, I've got that price-boosted 55p single Brian Mbeumo to score first. Bobby decoyed over Reed. I will say it now as it is, by the way, people. I do apologise if you do hear any shouting, tonight. The one thing I will say is that our dogs, before this stream, between the hours of about 6 to 7, have driven us absolutely up the walls. Yeah, it took us, well, they've not really calmed down, I don't think, so if you do hear any shouting or barking or whatever, then you know the reason why. Obviously I don't normally inform you, but I'm just telling you because they've been a nightmare tonight, so oh god. And Burmo. I am very sorry to hear that. We used to have a cat here. I wasn't living here at the time, but we used to have a cat here. And she lived to the age of 19, I think it was. So, and yeah, she had passed away. It wasn't sudden though. We had the signs of it coming because it was the week. I think it was a Friday that she died a couple of years ago. And I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, something like that. And it was on the Monday when we started to see signs of deterioration. And across the week, we'd started to put her in a basket and stuff like that. And she didn't really have energy, and we were getting, she wasn't getting a proper food. We were giving her these sort of licky kind of treats, and then we'd come home on the Friday and we had a dead cat and a live dog. Basically, we had a dog who was locked in at the back, not these two, a French bulldog. And then we just checked the basket, and the cat wasn't breathing, and we did a burial for her. Your cat was 15. Yeah, she was a very before she started deteriorating, she acted like a very young cat actually. You know, she was jumping up the fences. I mean, at the age of 19, she was still running about and shouting and all that kind of things. And what I mean by shouting is meowing at us and all that lot. You know, she was definitely an invisible 19-year-old cat. You know, her age didn't show. And in a sense, I am glad that the death wasn't sudden. And in some sense, we were quite well. One of the things that would have helped is that we had a dog in the back waiting for us when we discovered she was dead. There was a dog there, so we were all right, but sad. So yeah, she's under the patio in the front garden now. That cat. I believe I believe we wrapped her in a towel as well. Quite a soft towel, actually. When I Lewis Potter looking to feed Sharda down the left. It's a good touch by Sharda. And I believe that was a Coley who got back there, was it? Koulibaly it was. Let me tell you about my So Rare team. Obviously, Super 6 doesn't come into play until tomorrow after Everton Man United, so we don't need to worry about that. Leicester's a shithole. I want to go home is what you can hear singing right now. Okay, so I am 1 point above my opponent right now. 0.72 to be exact. In my team, I have got Brian Mbeumo, Christine Norgard, Jamie Vardy, Caleb Akoli, and Mark Fleckin. And the Welsh Dragons, who is my opponent, has got Wario, whatever his name is, Wario Summer. And then, yeah, I've got, well, he's got, yeah. And it's Vardy who's keeping me up by, well, that's the point. Here's Sharda. I've played So Rare as well for, oh shit, I've just, so much just happened because I've gone 4.76 points down, and that will be because Wario, whatever his name is, has done something there, and it was a big block. So that must be Wario Koulibaly, yeah. I've got one going for Everton against Manchester United tomorrow, and So I've got Jordan Pickford tomorrow in my lineup. I've only got one Manchester United player. I've got Pickford, Tarkowski, Bruno Fernandes, Iliman NDI, and Jesper Lindstrom in my team for Everton Manchester United tomorrow. And for Arsenal against West Ham, I've got in my So Rare, I've got David Raya, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Leandro Trossard, and Ben White. And I've got Gabriel captained. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, he's a great centre-back, and not only that, but he scores goals. So, you know what I mean? It's a win-win, really. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, some people might look you in the eyes and think, oh, why are you captaining a centre-back? Because that centre-back is a different breed, with all due respects, and what a touch that is from Mbeumo. Support ball in the end. Let's do one for Villa Chelsea, actually. I can't. I need to wait until tomorrow, I think. So yeah, I'll let you know how my Sorare goes tonight. May make a substitution as well. Anybody else playing Sorare? Maybe you can give me a few tips and tricks. Because I am new to the game. I've decided to download it. You know, it's largely influenced by that YouTuber John Nellis, the Irish guy. I just decided to give it a go. Interesting ball from Fars, but it was a searching one, and it didn't find anybody in its search. I do think it's a step down, you know, Leicester for Bobby D Cordova-Reid. I mean, any Fulham fan here will tell me right now that they agree. Yeah. I don't understand why D Cordova-Reid did leave Fulham for Leicester. It just doesn't seem like the club that I would want anybody to join, really, Leicester. I just don't like them. I mean, I would honestly say to any player, like, if you're going to Leicester, I'd say go to Southampton. Southampton is a better run club than Leicester for a start. I mean, I know Southampton are rock bottom by quite a distance, but they're a better club than Leicester, and it's fact. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been settled with Ramsdale going to Leicester. Sharda. Damsgaard feeds it through, and Visser has popped it in for Brentford, and the standstill celebration. Well, it's not Brian Mbeumo who scored, so I'm not too happy about that. But, yeah, that's the quality difference right there. There's a foul on Norgard anyway. Is he offside, though, Mbeumo? And Damsgaard just flicks it. Sharda's coming in as well. But this is already there in the striker's position, ready to tap it in. Leicester City or Brentford 1 then. Ooh. So we've had our goal over 0.5. 1 is all we wanted on this bet builder. Brentford to win or draw is at the moment intact. Just need to make sure that the corner count stays under 13.5 and under 7.5 in terms of Brentford. And I don't think we've had many corners at all in this game, but that is headed out for one. Looks like it came off Damsgaard. Knus, he's kept that in. I will do a stats check at half time just to make sure that they're obviously everything's okay, because I like to make. Well, I mean, look, I could just turn up at the shop and see if it's won, but I like to, not have to, go to the shop and lost. Cam Scott done well to steal it, and Visser is going to win a free kick. He's been chopped down there. The Brentford goal scorer. And I need to actually get rid of the Brian Burma one, because he was not the first goal scorer. It was Visser. There was no price boost on Visser scoring first, so maybe the bookie was trying to say all along that he was going to be the first goal scorer. The odds were highest for Visser, but they wanted people to do in Burma. If that bet builder does come through, it will be 8p down still. Because, like I said, the stakes were £1.10 altogether on across the two slips for the game. So we're 8p down. Well, if that comes through, we'll be still 8p down. So, but it won't matter, because I'll take the 2p, and I will put the £1 on back on tomorrow. £1 2p, the maximum return on the bet builder. It's a good tackle. They're playing sort of a back foot kind of game, like, on a back foot of possession. Leicester having more forward play, but they're being potent and they're winning the ball, applying plenty of pressure. This is ran into Ayew. He's got the ball now for Leicester. Koulibaly, poor cross. Comes to the edge of the box down the right. Koulibaly with the ball. He tries to play that floated cross in there. Doesn't really work. I mean, I always advise to go to the byline and put those kind of balls in, because they've got to be perfect. You're behind where you want to put the ball in. You're not in line with it. And I always find that it's easier to push a ball back into the, to send the ball backwards than it is forward. Now, Leicester have shipped, I believe, the most goals in the Premier League, more than Southampton. And they have only kept, I believe, 1 clean sheet. Now, Southampton do have this little bit of a knack for keeping clean sheets. They kept a really decent one at Fulham, actually, which was a huge shock. And in the game that in one of the home game they won, they did keep a clean sheet, and that's why they won 1-0. So when Leicester win, there's normally an away goal, or a goal or an opposition goal in there. One of the wins they did have, Leicester, very, very shock win, actually, when they beat Spurs, was the Spurs had a goal back, didn't they? Spurs had the lead, and they had to do a comeback. So yeah, Southampton have conceded less goals in the Premier League than Leicester. Call me crazy, but it's facts. No God. Damsgaard. It's a lovely move from Brentford, and it could easily be a second now. And Burmo 2! And if only that was the first goal. But what a goal from Brian Burmo. 2-0 to Brentford. Well, in this game, Brentford, they've looked a little bit like Nottingham Forest by the way they've played. They've done a counter-attacking game. They've done a back foot game, a potent game. And they're not as good as it as Nottingham Forest, but it's brilliant play. An incisional move forward. Another good ball from Damsgaard and in Burmo. He checks back and then he takes that stride. This is what I want to see from footballers. Just come back a little bit. Just come back, have a check, and bang. Two 2-0 before half hour. What a beauty from Mermo as well. Lovely strike. Because when he checks, opens up his body, bang. Leicester City 0, Brentford 2. Here's Koulibaly to Bilal El Khanous. Flick back nicely. Koulibaly across. Good defending, Norgard. And Damsgaard. No, who's that? Well, Janelt's going to win a foul there. Indeed, he flicks it into Koulibaly. Nearly works for Leicester, but Brentford have got a body in the way. And Tony Harrington is writing on his card. I think he's taken the name of Bobby D. Cordova-Reid. He has. Another great move and another good ball. Charlotte knocks it into Mbermo. Mbermo's going to go to the byline, flicks it into the area, nearly. Mister got his head to it. Comes to Lewis Potter, and Brentford are toying with him at the minute. Damsgaard, what a beautiful floater. And Ayew had his eyes on the ball and headed it out for a corner. Chai Heron on Twitch already. Yeah. Are you a Leicester fan? Are you, or I don't know, who do you support, mate? But yeah, I mean Brentford are cooking. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you put Forest against Leicester right now, it'd be 5-0 already. Let's not even lie. Let's not even lie about it either. It'd be 5-0 to Forest already if it were Forest. So yeah. They do play some of the most satisfying football as well, Forest. Like if you didn't have Forest, Brentford would be the next best thing, I think, in terms of the football. In Burma, the French/Cameroon man stood over the free kick. Lovely weight on it and a tap in almost. Close range header from Norgard puts Brentford in an even more comfortable position now. And the clock has only just passed 31 and it's 3-0. They're getting ripped apart, the Foxes. What a ball in from Burma from the dead ball. Right on top of Norgard. And he can just nod it in from close range. It's so simple and perfect from Burma. Right on top of Norgard. Could be in the 6s and 7s tonight. It's 3 already. Leicester are beaten, that's for sure. Norgard, Burma and Wissa. Yep. And they're going. They're out. All those Leicester fans leaving now will be off to the pub. And they'll drink themselves to high heaven. Because right now, the pictures that they are seeing, just the play from their football club, what their eyes are showing them, is not good stuff. And I'll be honest, it probably is more fun to be a Southampton fan right now than Leicester. It's a really miserable club, Leicester, as well. That's the thing. Ayew plays it in there. Comes out to Samari, knocks it out wide to Ayew. Leicester creating the odd chance, and that was one. And Brentford comfortably defend it and clear the ball away. I'm now up by 6.8 points because of Norgard scoring. In Burma's got a current so rare score of 96. And the scary thing is for Leicester, the goal difference is going to go below Southampton. I mean, Southampton have got a game of promise. I tell you what, they could beat Brighton as well. Southampton could beat Brighton. Like, tomorrow's game for Southampton is winnable. Like, I genuinely believe that Southampton have got a fighting chance tomorrow against Brighton. And Leicester's goal difference, if they're not careful, is going to drop below Southampton. I don't see a future in this league for Leicester. I really don't. I think they will be a yo-yo club like what Watford and Norwich were for so long. Because they're too good for the Championship, but they are nowhere near good enough for this league. And I believe that Southampton, with a bit of care, can actually, gain ground in this league once again and be consistent in this league again. But for Leicester, I don't see that consistent. I don't see it. Southampton's just a club that needs a bit of care and love. That's all that Southampton needs. But Leicester, I think, is a club beyond repair. Yeah. I mean, yeah, look at this. The goal difference is, yeah. They have got to be careful. Southampton beat Brighton tomorrow and Leicester are in the mud. Because Ipswich picked up a really good point as well against Villa, need I remind you. Ipswich are picking up points in games where you wouldn't expect them to. I mean, we're not even playing 38 minutes either. That. Poor Leicester, what I'll say. Them fans. Oh, nearly. Brentford could have been away and sailing. Had that gone in. Collins. Yeah, they're not looking good, are they? Wilfred Ndidi. And Nathan Collins. He's Christian Norgard. The Allays are out, aren't they, for the Brentford fans? Oh, dear. When Leicester are playing the ball. Here's Bobby D. Cordova Reed. They're creating chances, but meaningless ones. They've had 5 shots, and they've both had 3 on target, but the clinicality from Brentford has been better. I use corner. About fouls. The game has gone quiet in terms of the Brentford attacking at the minute. Leicester having that phase of possession, but Brentford have got the killer instincts. Are you? I think this game is pretty much over, by the way, as well. 3-0, and Leicester, they look home and they look buried. And Brentford look home and dry already. Leicester are just trying to play, aren't they? Almost settled with the fact that they're not going to get anything out of the game. I mean, I don't see a way that they can get anything out of the game, Leicester. I mean, I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I don't. Ashik's in the house, by the way. Hello. How you doing, Ash? Liverpool to lose against Man City tomorrow, eh? It's been a booking it. Oh, dear. Not at home. No. Not at the Emirates Stadium. No, not really. He's up to the teasing. Mr. B. Harry. Mr. B. Harry. On the teasing job, Mr. Ashik B. Harry. I mean, they perform well against us as well. That's the thing. But yeah, I think that's the Clay Hallisey, and we put them away. I mean, we were so poor. We slogged it last weekend, and Norgar's got a problem. Oh, yes. Villa Chelsea tomorrow. Potter playing it back to Flecken. Searching for remember that ball, yeah. The balls have been really good from Brentford as well. The delivery of some of the balls has been impeccable. Oh, he's gone in there with her, and he's going, oh dear, that was not. Didn't look great, did it? A Coley. You should have gone into the book, yeah. Not good, is it? Mistake and ooh. There is an additional 4 minutes that are in order here. That was nearly 4-0. Yep, we'll be having watch along tomorrow. Everton, Everton, Manchester United, Arsenal, West Ham, Villa, Chelsea. Will be all live on the channel tomorrow. There will be no Spurs involved this weekend out of the Big Six. Everton are now, I think, on a streak of 3 watch-alongs in a row or something like that. And as well, technically, I've watched them 4 times in a row as of tomorrow. Because, of course, before the Merseyside derby, I attended Goodison Park for the game against Bournemouth. That's certainly something I'll remember. I will always remember that, visiting Goodison. It was a great day. It's a lovely play, and Potter. It has gone in. I think that might be an own goal. But the whistle's gone. Yeah, it's handball by Potter. It's not going to count. It is handball. Yeah, it's a quick VAR check. It's nothing of controversy. It's the correct decision from Tony Harrington, the ref, and that would have been absolutely game over, like 100% game over. Like, it's almost certainly over now. And Visser far stood in the way of him as he was trying to turn out of trouble. Yeah. Well, funny thing about Leicester is the stadium's called King Power, but where's the King Power in Leicester? I mean, the only team in the East Midlands region where Leicester are that have got King Power, I would say, is Forest. Forest should be the ones who've got the King Power on them. Do you know what I mean? There's no denying that for fans of other clubs across the region, such as Mansfield, Chesterfield, Leicester, Derby, it's going to be a bit of a headache for the fact that how well Forest are doing this season, but they are too good. And Leicester are too bad. 3-0 to Brentford at half-time. And you just wonder if it was Forest in Brentford's position right now, what the score would be. Probably 5-0 already. The half-time score, though, for Leicester against Brentford is only a 3-goal disadvantage. You've got Forest here tonight. It's 5-0, no problem. Say it as it is. Against that Leicester team right now, how they've played in the first half, Chris would have a field day. Like, let's not even lie about it. Chris Wood would absolutely tear this team apart. And I think we all know it as well. Leicester fans are looking at me right now thinking, bloody hell fire, yeah, Chris Wood would as well. Have they played each other at the City Ground yet? Because I can't wait to see an 8-0 there. Watch it happen, mate. Yeah, Forest still beat them 8-0. At the City Ground. I mean, any team that toys with Brighton and beats them 7-0 is only going to beat Leicester by more, surely. Yeah, I think Brighton will get toyed with tomorrow. I can't wait for that. I think Southampton will beat Brighton. I really well, I've gone for a 1-1 draw, but I think Southampton could beat them. Brighton do not perform well against bottom teams. They got toyed with by Leicester here, somehow. Yes, somehow Leicester toyed with Brighton here. And I don't care what anybody tells me. I'm ignoring the league table. Leicester are the worst team in this division. I don't have any doubt. And it's the defensive record that bothers me so much. At least Southampton can go to places like Craven Cottage and get a point and a clean sheet. Like, Southampton have shown they actually can go a game without conceding a goal. And I think even though the pundits are saying they're 1 point away, they're 1 win away from getting out, that doesn't matter to me. Because they ain't going to win games. Where do you see Leicester winning a game? Where? And don't give me all this. Well, West Ham, they might get a chance. No, they won't. West Ham are not that bad. West Ham will toy with Leicester. Let's turn it on to Brentford, though. Brentford have been clinical, haven't they? And we've got Charlesy saying, come on, Bobby, D called over Reed. Yeah, Bobby D called over Reed most certainly on the losing end of this scoreline by the end of the night. Let's have a check on the corner count, please. And then we'll go over to So Rare and check that as well. Stats in the game then. Four corners to one, so we had 5 in the first half. Only 1 for Brentford is good news. The goals. The first one, Visser's got a tap in. What a little flick through that is from Damsgaard. You've got Visser and Sharda coming in on it. And the problem for Sharda is he's left. Visser's in that striker position. And Visser is a great finisher. And he's shown that there. A little bit of a scuff and his foot might roll on top of the ball. That does not affect Visser, does it, in the near slightest? What a goal. The second one, it's Damsgaard involved in brilliant play yet again here. What a run that is. What a ball from Mbeumo. And the best thing that you see in this Premier League is when players check back inside onto the corner of the inside of the 18-yard box, and then they open up the body and just strike it like this. And I'm not interested in where Mbeumo is. What I'm interested in is that little shift back. Just shifts himself back into the corner. Little bit of a nudge back. Checks and bang. Opens the body. Beautiful finish. It's my favourite type of finish. I love it. And then the third goal, that is perfectly waiting from Mbeumo. What a ball. What a ball from Mbeumo on the free kick. Norgard has got his eyes on it at all times. It's right on top of him and his run. And then he just flicks it in close range. It's a really well-worked free kick. What a delivery from Mbeumo, but as well from Norgard. You've got to give him the credit because he's making the run. It's not just placed right on top of him. He makes that run to connect with that ball, which is perfectly weighted. So yeah, brilliant Brentford, shocking Leicester. Is the analysis of that first half, really. Just put it up in a few words, one sentence. Brilliant Brentford, lazy Leicester. I was trying to be alliterative there. Alliteral, you know. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Alliteral, is it? Losey Leicester. Long way back, Leicester. Chewy, live happy. I am living happy, mate. I'm living my life. I'm happy. I'm happy living my. I am a happy bunny. I'm happy living my life. You know what I mean, man? That's not bad by from Revolut. 54p interest on £5,000 a day. Well, I have a number. Well, I have a number of pots open with them, and they pay 1p a day on 100 quid, which is in each of them. I'm hoping that at some point the Super 6 jackpot. I'm hoping I hit it at some point. You know, I would love to hit that jackpot. It's a million. It's a million this week. It is a million. Or at the least, I beat Jamie Carragher and I actually win the £1,000. Oh, if I know I'm dreaming, but I'd love it. They're the worst team in the Premier League, Ashik. Yeah, don't sit there and just tell me. Yeah, this is what I hate sometimes about people. People will casually sit there, take one look at that league table, and go, right, Southampton are the worst team in the Premier League. No, they're not. I can tell you right now, Southampton are not the worst team in this division. Do not judge Southampton by their league position and their points total, because they play better than Leicester. They keep more clean sheets than Leicester. They defend better than Leicester. They concede less goals than Leicester. Leicester are a calamity defensively, an absolute calamity. And at some point, I'm telling you, Leicester keep this up, Southampton will get a few wins, and then boom, Leicester finish rock bottom. I can see it happening. Leicester are the worst team in this division. And Ashik B. Harry, we are not surprised that you would say that, but I'm sure that the Gunners will beat West Ham, and I've gone for a 3-0 win tomorrow for the Arsenal, with Mikel Merino hopefully to get back on the score sheet again. Ethan Nwaneri might just contribute, and maybe as well Declan Rice on that score sheet tomorrow for us, as hopefully Jarrod Bowen gets sent off, and we beat West Ham at home. And let's hope and pray that Manchester City can beat Liverpool on Super Sunday. I will be a Manchester City fan at 4:30 this Sunday. If Arsenal beat West Ham and City beat Liverpool, the title race is back on. I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Liverpool 1. I'm going to go for my same old scoreline. I always say it. I always say 3-1 to Man City. Well, 3-1 to Man City is what I'm going to say again. Arsenal will beat West Ham. Manchester City will beat Liverpool. Forest will beat Newcastle. I'm saucing. So Steffi Mavrodini and Yannick Vestergaard on to replace Koulibaly and well, there you go. Right then, here we go. The second half underway. King Power Stadium, Leicester against Brentford. The scoreline currently standing 3-0. And in 3, 2, 1, we're back underway. And I will tell you now what Jamie Carragher and myself have predicted on Super 6. I can tell you. But for Arsenal West Ham, it is a 3-0 prediction for me, a 2-0 prediction for West Ham. Both of us have gone 2-1 to Spurs at Ipswich. I've gone for 1-1 Southampton Brighton. He's gone 3-1 to Brighton. I've gone 2-1 to Villa against Chelsea. He's gone 2-all. I've gone for Newcastle 1, Forest 1. He's gone 2-1 to Newcastle. And the guy, Jamie Carragher is delusional, mate. Yeah, Jamie, you are delusional. This guy is absolutely delusional, and I'm telling you right now, yeah, he is going to give a... this guy, 3-2 to Liverpool, are you serious? Wow. This guy is... This is Jamie Carragher. Liverpool! 3-2, are you serious? I've gone 2-all. For the yeah. Come on, how are you doing? Welcome in. Jamie is absolutely off his spinner. Jamie Carragher, you are off your spinner. He is off his spinner. He's obviously drunk. 3-2 to Liverpool. Liverpool ain't beating him. He must be off his spin. Time's gone. West Ham, no. Liverpool are not beating Man City. Please stop. Liverpool are not beating them. That's what Liverpool were against Wolves. No. That's what Liverpool were against Wolves. And you really think they're going to beat Man City? What? They were absolutely shaking at home to Wolves. Excuse me. They were at home to Wolves. They were shaking their tits off. I'm not delusional. I am not delusional. If you think I'm delusional, wow, mate. The people, wow, mate. Fuck, Matt. This is absolutely mad. This is comedy gold. This is comedy gold. I am not interested in anything about Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea. What I'm interested in is the absolute delusion I'm hearing. How can you say that Liverpool are going to beat Man City when they've drawn to Villa? Very nearly lost that game. They were shaking. Did you even watch that game against Wolves? Oh, no. You didn't, did you? Don't lie to me. Well, I did. Every Liverpool fan in that second half in bloody Anfield was shaking about Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm sorry, but you're top of the Premier League table and you're sat there in your own stadium shaking because of Wolverhampton Wanderers. What the actual hell? You are not beating City. Get over it. Yeah? You are not getting Super 6 points, by the way. If anybody here says Liverpool are going to win on Super 6, I can promise you are getting no points. And that's just fact and sense, mate. Yeah? A team that shakes their tits off against Wolves does not beat Man City away from home. They were shaking. Shaking. I think it's to Newcastle then. How about that? All right. Done. Done. But if Manchester City win, I want you to sort me out a ticket to Newcastle Brighton. Is that a fair deal? I'll even give you a bit of... You might as well up your stakes a bit, mate. If Liverpool win, I could do more than call you. But since you live near Newcastle... He's gone silent now, hasn't he? And if it ends in a draw, well, we both go home with nothing. Liverpool won't beat them. Where's Kate and Jonathan, by the way? We need Kate and Jonathan in here, man, because Kate and Jonathan will tell you right now, Man City will beat Liverpool. I bet you. Nobody's stupid enough to put Liverpool to win. Other than Jamie Carragher, Kumar Singh and you. Oh, dear. Oh, God. They were shaking. It is funny. They had the shakes against Wolves, and now look. Ooh, they're going to beat Man City. Good one. You do realise that I am absolutely laughing my head off inside right now. At the delusion. The delusion is so funny. Like, in my chat, the amount of delusion I'm seeing in favour of Liverpool is mental. Wow. Well, I can't wait to see Manchester City and Omar Mamouche absolutely bury Liverpool. Forget 3-1. Forget 2-2. 4-1. Watch it happen. Haaland score in the first minute. Mamouche hat-trick. And maybe a late goal back from, I don't know, Jones, Van Dijk, something like that. Liverpool will be 4-0 down by 60 minutes. Oh, we're out of the title race. Oh. I'm fully aware of that, Ashik, but I am seeing a lot of delusion. Since when are you a Liverpool fan? You support Fulham. Honestly. I'm going to end this here. But believe me, come the day and come the moment of that match, this is by far means a done deal. I rest my case. Because if City beat them, which they probably will, let me think. Oh yeah, Arsenal are humongously benefited in the title race, and currently right now we have a game in hand over Liverpool because they played early against Aston Villa because of the Carabao Cup final. Beautiful. Fulham will give a favour. Fulham are against Crystal Palace. Fulham can't do nothing to help Arsenal out this weekend. They're playing Crystal Palace. Right, everybody else, just a minute. Flicks. Spotlight's on you. What's the score going to be between the Man City and Liverpool? And be honest with me. Just say it. Bear in mind, this is shush, Charles. I told you not to say anything. Let Flicks put his prediction in first before we get into the nitty-gritty of what we've just spoken about. All right? Because I want to see what Flicks, who bear in mind is a Liverpool fan, is going to say. Because Flicks is not normally delusional. So Flicks, what's the score going to be between Man City and Liverpool, if you don't mind? Fair enough. That's realistic. If we he's saying if we play well like we did against Villa, we will lose. So he's not just going Liverpool are going to win. Woohoo! He's saying if we play like we did against Villa, if we don't play well, we're probably going to lose or draw. He ain't delusional. But yeah, if they show up and absolutely turn prime Barca, they might. But for anybody who is super sixth, a Liverpool win, I'm sorry, but I see a lot of delusion there. You might as well put a 2-2 draw because the odds on Liverpool beating Man City at the Etihad are so... Like, Man United could beat them at the Etihad, but not Liverpool. That's what I mean. Too many people are writing off Manchester City. And Liverpool were really shaky against Wolves. And I ain't going to let that go. Because I saw your fans... That is so delusional. I saw your fans absolutely shake at Anfield in a game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So I don't think Me, what an otter for Leicester. I will do. I'm going to beat Jamie Carragher, you know. I'm going to beat Jamie Carragher this week. I'm confident, mate. Jamie Carragher, by the way, for just to let you all know that Jamie Carragher, one of the most delusional pundits ever, has put 3-2 on Super 6 to Liverpool. He's either very drunk or he's biased. That, to me, screams biasm. See, I've said this, and I'm going to call Jamie Carragher out again. Gary Neville needs to be on Super 6, not Jamie Carragher. I don't know how many times I'll say it. Like, get Jamie Carragher off Super 6 and replace him with Gary Neville. Replace that guy with Gary Neville on Super 6. This is comedy gold. This is. I'm loving this. This is comedy gold. This is comedy gold. Dylan's in the house. Dylan, right. Scoreline prediction, Man City, Liverpool, please. I've met him before, thank you very much. Yes, by the way, for those who don't know, I have met Gary Neville. Physically, in person, with photographic evidence, on a canvas. Which I don't know. I don't know the location of that canvas right now, so don't ask me to get it out. In fact, I do. It's down there. There you are. See this? I met the guy. All these years. See, I met him. I met him. I met him. And I know he's not delusional. I would never get a photograph with Jamie Carragher. See, I only attempt to meet pundits that actually know what they're talking about. Now, the chat's gone silent now, hasn't it? Seeing this canvas. And I know there's some people who don't know about this canvas, but there you go. Physical evidence, mate. You see, we are the non-delusional pairing. See, maybe, I don't know, Ashik and Jamie Carragher would look good in a photo together because they are delusional. Me and Gary are not delusional. That's the photo of non-delusional people. I'll ignore the 2-1 and I'll accept the 1-1 as non-delusional. I'm sorry. Do you think that either one of these faces is delusional, do you? Do you really think that either one of those faces is delusional? Do you actually think that? That cloud in the photograph, I'm going to call that the cloud of delusion. Jamie Carragher and all the other delusional people that I know sit on that cloud. But down here, with the pitch, sit the non-delusional people. Exactly. And I know that because I've met him and I've spoken to him. Yeah, he was out on his travels with Salford City, and of course I found out about it, so I went down. I don't understand that. So are we better, or are me and Gary better, or Ashing and Jamie? I think me and Gary are better. Is it the team? Is it the ones who get E's and are better? Is it, or is it the one? Log off. What are you trying to say? Would you say that if I had Gary Neville sat there right now? Be honest. If Gary Neville was in this stream right now, next to me, would you say that? No. You wouldn't, would you? Great save by Manson. What we got here? A corner, free kick. It's Brentford corner. Is what it is. Celta Vigo leading 1-0 against Osasuna. Spain. Leicester 0, Udinese 1 in the Serie A. I just want to keep an eye on the statistics. Corner kicks 5-4. 9. 369. Need to stay under 13.5, so no more than 13. So another 4 corners, and hopefully no more for Brentford. But they've got another one, haven't they? Five to 4. No. That's not the way it works. It's Ashik and Jamie Carragher, or it's me and Gary Neville. Call me again when Man City have beat Liverpool. Yeah, it is. That will happen in about 10 years, 100 years. I'll be 119 when I have to do that. Ha ha. It is raining in Leicester. Alcanis cuts it back and kept it in. It's faster gone. Here he is. It's Charlie, FDT. Who is here on the night before Stephen is going to get pammed. Hello, Charlie. Don't you agree, as an Arsenal fan? Three 0 Arsenal. It was a block from Fars. Here come the bees again. Dinosaur's crap, mate. He's a dinosaur. This will be gone by tomorrow. Let's hope so. Actually, let's not hope. Let's just think so. Let's be expecting the City to do something. Full time, Portugal 1, England women 1. Fadders, a long time no see, City 2-1. What we like to see. He can come on tomorrow for Arsenal West Ham about that. If he's not on the ground, that is, for Stevenage, when they get pammed. Who is Stevenage playing tomorrow? Let's have a look. Stevenage. Oh, Shrewsbury. 4-0 Shrews. Mr. Jordan Hyman LFC in the house. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. And yeah. I'm going to go, yeah. Yeah, I can see Everton beating United. Yeah. Defending, yeah. Leicester just having a attacking phase. No goal second half. Yep. I will be, well, I will be going to the Emirates Stadium. I won't be going to PSV. Where the hell is Eindhoven? Let's have a look. Netherlands. I ain't going Netherlands. We're only winding you up, Charles. I ain't going to Eindhoven. I'll say that right now. But I will be going to the Emirates Stadium, hopefully. I'll go to the home leg for sure. It'll be 6 home games in a row for Leicester with failures to score if they don't pull one back here. Shard onto Aya. Kate and Jonathan arrived. How you doing, Kate and Jonathan? Good to see you and welcome aboard. Fraser is in the house. How you doing, Fraser? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. All I have to say is ahead of Sunday, City. Yeah, I did have a sneak look at the league table. No, don't worry about it, Kate and Jonathan. No, late's better than no show. Do you know what I mean? Connor Cody, a player who has been on a good bounce of recent. Going on. He's had spells at Everton. Now here. Yeah, are you guys back in Man City tomorrow? On Sunday even? Good. That's what we want to hear. Boring Liverpool. They get battered everywhere they go, Liverpool. Starting tomorrow. Starting Sunday even. Game's got a bit boring. I think you'll struggle, but you might get a win, eh? I'm going to go for 1-1, but we'll see. Boo! To be fair, fact. Four and a half minutes to go. Oh, I do. Yeah, as you can tell, I never wear Nike, do I? Never show any Nike. If you would find, well, my two top brands are Under Armour and Puma. But I hate Adidas. I don't like Adidas at all. Even though Adidas do my foot club's kits, I hate them. Do you know I bought a pair of trainers for £7 recently? Yeah, I caught a pair of pretty decent Under Armour trainers, £7 in a sale. Yeah, that is Heroes Tonight, I think, by Janji. Less than 3 minutes now remain at the King Power Stadium. At the start of a pretty decent weekend of football. And there is midweek mayhem as well next week. Avram Glazer refuses to comment on Manchester United's tenure under Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
So are you worried that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has made things a lot worse for you with Manchester United? Ratcliffe has made things a lot worse for you with Manchester United. He seems to be getting the blame, not you.
Well, he said something, didn't he, Avram? Fair enough. He said something. He spoke. He's going to see the president, apparently, Donald Trump. Oh, they're downstairs. I'm not going to go get them. Do you know what, mate? I appreciate that. Do you know why? Because it sends my view rates up. And it is game over, by the way, now here. 4-0. And Fabio Carvalho, the former Fulham and Liverpool man, has settled the deal. Three, 6, 9, and 10. Leicester ain't going to score. 4-0. Game's gone. Well done, Brentford. What a win for them. 3-0 up in the first half. And just before the 90th minute, just before we've played 90, they've put it. Only up and down the street for one. We're not really supposed to walk them at the minute because they've had surgery this week on Tuesday. Spay and neutering. 3 additional minutes, by the way, at the end of this game. Not long. More goals than Southampton. Wow. 32 goals conceded since Ruud van Nistelrooy took over. Scary, that. And in total, Southampton have conceded quite a fair few less. They are the worst team in this division, Leicester City. Okay. Well, you don't have to disclose what that news is, but whatever it is, I am very sorry to hear it. To hear that you've had some bad news. In fact, no, bad. No, not you didn't say bad, did you? Sad. Yeah, that's it. Sad. It's sad and bad. Okay. Well, I don't. I just think they're crap. Leicester. I don't feel sympathy for them, to be fair. I feel sympathy for Southampton. Not Leicester. And the full-time whistler's gone, and booze is what you will hear at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 0, Brentford 4 tonight. A 4-0 victory in a 5-star performance from the Buzzy Bees. And it is a lot of 2-0 defeats, a 3-0 defeat, and a 4-0 defeat. The last 6 have been all defeats at the King Power Stadium and not a single Leicester City goal scored. And the final score is once again Leicester City 0, Brentford 4. 11. It's entirely up to you. There's no pressure whatsoever. We are not going to pressurise anybody to say anything that we aren't going to pressurise anybody to say, yeah. There's no pressure whatsoever to say anything, Jonathan and Kate, of course. And I want people to understand. Welcome in, Oliver, but hang on, just yeah. As I say, there's no pressure. That's fair enough and well said. As I say, there is completely no. Well, from me, the person who's speaking and the person who runs the channel, there's no pressure whatsoever. I'm good, thank you, Oliver. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Don't see you very often anymore, but welcome in. I've got a winning bet. We're going to get £1 2p back off this game. Good start to the weekend then. Fair enough, mate. As I say, there's no pressure whatsoever from me, so yeah. And for those who do want to know, no. For the fact that Jonathan has a right to privacy, and Kate, of course, I will not disclose what's said. Ooh, Hazard, late arrival, and he's telling us that he's going to be not here for a week. Where are you going, mate? Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, before hang on a minute. You don't know. I hope you get better. Is a bit presumptuous, Charles. To be fair, because it might not be illness. We don't know. That's a bit presumptuous. I'm not trying to be horrible, but that's a bit presumptuous, you know. The clarification, I'm sure, will be appreciated by Jonathan. Because as I say, if it's not something to do with illness, you know, hope you get better. Normally is something you say when somebody's ill. So that's why I just, you know, pressed on that, because, you know, Jonathan will tell the people who he feels comfortable to tell, Oliver. You may be one of those people, but I can understand, you know, as to why somebody might not want to share news in a public chat. And, yeah. Yeah, don't pressurise him. That's all I'm going to say. Just don't, because yeah, nobody knows yet. Yeah, have a good night to those who are leaving us now. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes, but yeah, those who are leaving us, have a good night. And let me just remind you of what is coming up across this weekend, because of course there is midweek mayhem in midweek, but we have got a Saturday of football tomorrow. Arsenal West Ham will be the feature game at 3 o'clock, and it will be the big game of the day. Start with at 12:30. We've got Everton against Manchester United, which kicks off at 12:30. We'll be live for that one. I'm not going to. Like I said, I understand that people have a right to privacy. And no, I'm not going to disclose anything. It's only the people who you tell will know. I respect that people have a right to privacy, so yeah, Arsenal West Ham 3 o'clock. 5:30 with Villa Chelsea, and then the Super Sunday is quite a Super Sunday. Manchester City against Liverpool, followed by follows Newcastle Forest. Right, I am going to leave everybody on that note. I want to thank you all for your company tonight. We will be back on here from 12:15 tomorrow for your Saturday triple header. But until then, have a good evening. and I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15 for your Saturday night football.